Alrighty. Hey there, y'all. My name is Parzival, or name I'm going by on here. Just thought I would give a little introduction, because this is going to be my first video in hopefully, lot of them. And since this is going to be my first video, I thought, hey, why not go with a game that I have really enjoyed? This game is one of my favorites. Superliminal is what it is called. To anyone who is watching this video, I would highly recommend checking it out, maybe getting it for yourself. It has a really great message in it, I believe, and when playing, I won't be taking it slow, taking in everything for y'all. Maybe future, I will, but for right now, I'm just going to kind of play through the game, and I would highly recommend checking it out for yourself. But, yeah. And if you guys hear a noise in the background, that is my fan running. That is because I have to have one running. It is very hot where I'm at, and yeah. Alright, well, let's just get this going, though.
Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt? Do you find yourself prone to minimizing massive dilemmas, or for allowing the smallest problems to get blown completely out of proportion? At the Pierce Institute, our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology provides safe and effective dream therapy while you rest in the comfort of our flagship clinic. Located right next to the secondary overflow parking lot at the University Medical Center. Somnosculpt, we will make your dreams come true.
But, yeah. So, really great game. I'd say gameplay's probably normally, when you're not trying to run through it, just hour and a half to 2.5 hours, I want to say. It just depends on how often you get stuck on stuff or not. So I remember my first time playing through this game, I got stuck on one part for about an hour. And yeah, that was, I ended up having to Google how to figure out the answer to that one. I'll show you guys when I get there, because I don't remember which part it was. I'm sure if I get to it I'll remember, but yeah. I don't really see many people play this game, because I've searched up like other people playing it, and the only one that I really saw was Markiplier had played this game, but I don't really see too many people play this one, but I think it has a really great message in it and everything.
Explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
But, I guess just a little introduction about this game, though. It's basically a game all about how you perceive things. Like, this game is entirely on how you would see different things and how you can fix that by thinking outside the box. It'll go more in depth to it towards the end, but, trust me, this game is really good. I really enjoyed it.
At the Pierce Institute, patient safety is a keynote in our corporate priority tetrahedron. A variable degree of force can and will be authorized to ensure patient safety.
God, I remember this part. I struggled with it for probably a good 10 minutes, this one. Not the one that I struggled with for like an hour.
All environments perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe your mental state was compromised by Somnosculpt, please provide a comprehensive, rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may be eligible for a gift card.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Whoops. Never done that before. Jeez. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. See, that one, it's easier just to kind of watch the shadow to see where it'll go down on. One time, I put it on, and I didn't realize it was tipping,
Please stand
and
by for polite
locked
recognition
myself
on
in
your
that room right
completion of the
there.
Somnasculpt orientation. You did it.
It wasn't
To
first time, it
maximize
was
the
just
time
one of my
allotted
times
for your
replaying it.
therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
Oh, I guess I should show that, but so it says go through the final doorway, but when you try to, it's just a brick wall. So what you have to do is you have to find that cheese through that crack and break down the walls. And then, hey, look, there's the exit. Or is it? And this game has a bunch of great sequences and just challenges to go through. I really enjoyed it. I know I keep saying that. But there's also a bunch of like little extra stuff you can do throughout this game. There's a bunch of like other mini objectives. They have like pulling all the fire alarms or emptying all the fire extinguishers. There's also one about blueprints. I've completed that. I haven't 100%ed this game yet, but I've been working towards it. I think I'm at, what, like 20-something achievements out of 30? I don't remember exactly how much, but, say, you can put a good amount of time into this. Say, put about 10 hours into this game, I think. Just trying to 100% it, and even then I don't have it all. I mean, I just might not be that good at it, but I like taking in the time sometimes and just seeing the game.
Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you
And
about
that there is
special.
Glenn Pierce.
So special, in fact, that we have
He
no
talks to
idea
us throughout
where
the
you are.
entirety of the game,
But not to worry.
here and
We're
there.
working on it.
But this portion here, this one is about finding objects and getting them to appear, just because that's, well, I guess how do I explain that better? Wait, am I doing this? Okay, there we go. Has been a hot minute since I've played this game. But it is really fun. Well, I've really enjoyed it is what I should say. Just depends on your taste, I guess. There we go. Grab that. Because now we get to go up this way. Get this door here. And look at that, a door just appeared. And I guess I'll just show y'all, but right here is one of those constellations. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about those. This game also has constellations where when you look up, you kind of have to arrange the stars to show you something. And this one was a table. Because you can kind of see it coming into view here if I get it right. Was it a table? Yeah. Oh, I guess that's something else I have to get used to, is I talk to myself a lot. But yeah, right here, you can kind of see the table. But yeah, there's also like constellations you can find and everything. That's just one of them out of the many. Say there's one per level, so except for the last level, but you'll see what I mean when we get there.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'm just popping in to give you a quick update on where you
See
are.
here, grab that.
We still don't know, but please keep moving forward, and hopefully you prefer frequent updates to being reminded that you are completely lost. Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and we still can't find you. but you should now have access to a series of elevators that should trigger your subconscious to gradually wake you up. You should also find a variety of emergency exit signs that should lead you to them. Will all of this work? Absolutely.
So he says. Nah.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In the event that this elevator does
Seize
not wake
the
you
day,
up,
y'all. Seize the
don't
day.
interact with anything that strikes you as psychologically significant.
Oh, I should probably show that. But every time that alarm goes off, the door is locked until you click it. I guess I haven't showed that yet, but yeah.
This is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of somnasculpt therapy, but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure immediately.
Say, I might as well just start talking a little bit then, because I don't know what else to talk about, but I'm planning on starting this channel, getting some videos out, just kind of seeing where it goes. Say, I'm not expecting it to blow up, but, you know, it'd be nice if it did. But that means I'd have to figure out how to get all this video stuff going correctly, but that can be done with in time.
To volunteer for the risks associated with explosive mental overload implies a misunderstanding of all
Been
other
wanting to
solutions,
start a
all of
channel
which are
for
far more traumatic and
like a
likelier
while
to
now,
result in catastrophe.
but
I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
I mean, no better time than the present is what they say, right? I am planning on streaming too on Twitch sometimes. I have that linked in my bio if anyone wanted to check that out. So I don't have a set schedule yet. Still debating on that, but it'd be nice to get some people. And another thing I really liked about this game is that all the loading screens are different. But, wait a second. The door's not usually supposed to be open until that's turned off.
Hello, my name
That's
is Dr.
weird,
Glenn Pierce,
actually.
and despite touring the Waterfall Serenity Zone in the previous section you've just completed, you may still be experiencing feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt. Why do I feel like everything is going wrong, even when the sun is shining?
If you walk over this way, door shuts. This level's kind of like the horror level, so to say. And yeah. Alright, let's see if I can make this, because I still fail this jump a lot. Alright, got it. You can see there's all this red on the floor.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn
Blood.
Pierce. And I'd like to talk more about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you. And you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why we're here to help.
Say I've replayed this game, I don't know how many times. I've got 10 hours on here, but who knows in total, because I've played on other consoles too.
Warning. You were advised to subject yourself to explosive mental overload by descending into additional dreams, but have now descended into a dream within a dream instead, disorienting yourself even further. You are responsible for failing to make this crucial distinction.
But I guess if anyone would have some recommendations on some other games they'd like just to seen played, because I know there's like obscure games out there that you don't really see a lot of people play and
Did you know
stuff
that
like that. So
unintentional
if anyone has any
multi-layering
recommendations
occurs in
or
less than
tips
1%
for
of patients?
how to get this
correlates
channel up and
strongly
going,
with
it'd
the
be
99%
greatly
of patients
appreciated.
who are able to follow
But
simple
anyways, here's why I say
instructions
this one
from
is the
standard
horror level,
orientation
quote
protocol.
unquote, because after you click this, it's when we learned that those blood stains was actually paint, and it was just dark like that because the generator was off, and it's actually not that bad. Like, this game is just trying to make you see it that way. That's what I meant in the beginning when I said this game's all about how you perceive things. And make sure you enjoy your avocados. Yeah, that one. 6 a.m. has, if I counted that right, 6 alarms. Wait, what was this level again? Oh, right. I gotta bring the door with me. Forgot about that. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've played it. Still one of my favorites, though.
Attention. Dr. Pierce requires you to note the following risks of dream overexposure. Significant memory loss, both quantitative and qualitative. Hallucinations of dreaded or annoying objects. Unrealistic beliefs about the lengths of hallways. And other side effects which have not yet been discovered or which cannot be understood.
This was the part that took me like an hour to get, because I didn't want to search out how to do this part. Ended up having to Google it, but this was the part that took me like an hour or so to get. Then after I got it, I was like, that's unique. I actually like it. But basically, so this apple keeps duplicating, and what you need to do is you need to get to where it looks like the apple goes onto the plate there to unlock this door.
Warning. Dr. Pierce is frantically submitting numerous spelling and grammar mistakes into the standard orientation protocol in a desperate attempt to counsel you. I have no subroutine to correct these errors, but I cannot compromise the integrity of the standard orientation protocol. You will not receive these messages. They would not make sense regardless.
Okay, come on, let me out. Alright, I think I need to click some more. There we go. Now we can get in.
Attention. Dr. Pierce continues to input significant errors. I will interpret his basic ideas. Hello. My introductions are redundant. I am a real doctor who went to doctor school. VR has never been a mistake. I can help you, but I also do not know how. Transmission ends.
Phil's Friendly Family Produce. Farm to mind, mind to heart.
My Pierce, Dr. Glenn. To the
Oh, I guess I should have let that go through, but did say I wasn't going to be waiting for the story too much.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
No, wrong way.
This is a notification that you have reappeared in the monitoring system after a prolonged absence. Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
Oh, didn't get big enough. Yep, there we go. Say, this game is really fascinating, and the people who made it, I don't know how they did it, but they did a great job on it, I think.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please also disregard any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and therapeutic. If this is not the case, you may be receiving this message in error.
But just the uniqueness of the game is what I love the most of it. How many games have you seen where you can do stuff like this, though?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me. The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
Okay, so for that part, I just kind of learned over time that you could jump up on there, but what you're supposed to do is get that big enough so you could jump off that diving board and onto it. But over time, I've learned that you don't need to do that, and you can just do that. I didn't want to interrupt Dr. Pierce while he was speaking.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency protocols. This will assist us greatly in improving the system for future patients. Congratulations. Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
And something you can do to make this part right here quicker is you can actually take this one with you and go Nope. Okay. Nah, we'll just do how it's supposed to go. But it's not my windows, you can use those to make it quicker. I don't remember how I did it last time though. Do you love cardboard? Make sure you go here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this clock says we're back to 3 a.m., which the time it goes up by an hour each time, if y'all missed that.
Emergency exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your Somnasculpt experience in 10, 9, 8. Error logged by.
Orientation protocol.
Stand by for analysis.
Error analysis complete. You are exhibiting signs consistent with an increase in fear, hopelessness, and frustration. This is inconceivable, as Somnasculpt therapy is proven to correlate with a decrease in these emotions.
Hey, here's the end. Oh, nope, not there.
Hypothesis. Patient was improperly oriented. Conclusion. Impossible. Reformulating. Improved hypothesis. Patient requires additional Somnasculpt therapy. Conclusion. Emergency exit protocol cannot proceed. Emergency exit protocol has been emergency destroyed. Instruction. Continue with Somnasculpt therapy indefinitely on an independent basis, as all orientation resources have been exhausted. This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
Alright, now this is... I guess I don't know how to describe this part, but... I just like this game entirely, though. And you'll keep hearing me say that throughout it. This part, though, you're supposed to go through this here, that window, but if you came down this way, you'd see that there wasn't anything there. So for this part, you're actually supposed to go through the picture. I didn't mean window, I meant picture. But yeah.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Thank you for completing the Somnasculpt Standard Orientation Protocol. Before we begin the first phase of therapy, I'd like to briefly describe the finite and fragile nature of the dream state.
Say, now we're just going back through
Of course,
levels and just looking at other stuff while Glenn Pierce talks. This one, we're supposed to back up and then fall.
To face dire trial by fire scenarios with
There's it
solutions
right
that
there.
could not be found otherwise.
Let that fall. I like to bring a chair. Oh, I forgot. I didn't grab it. I was gonna say I like to bring that chair with me. And then this part. It got me the first time because I couldn't figure out how to do it. But what you need to do is you need to look in the opposite way that sign is facing and then go the way it shows. Because each time you hear that ding, that means you did the part correctly. But if you fail it once, you go back to the beginning. But yep, now I made it through. Because otherwise that one is just infinitely looping kind of until you figure that out. When you look back, it's not that big. There it is. Jesus. I was say it should have been right there. Maybe I just missed it. Put that there. It goes onto the wall like that. Put that there.
Finally, while we respect the unique progress of every patient, you must understand that it is possible to completely exhaust your supply of dreams, thereby entering a state in which you will not be able to wake up, even with the help of triggering mechanisms.
And then this part, you just gotta keep walking until you find the arrows. Then once you see them, you just follow them.
Please listen carefully for the sound of an alarm clock, which will automatically play if you are approaching a destabilizing dream weight.
So this part always messes me up because when it goes from looking like all those lights and then it just goes into the wall.
This is highly unusual. It appears you have entered the Sonasculpt diagnostic framework. Patients do not have access to this dream. Diagnostic warning. Unrealistic use of dream objects may result
And then
in
now
dream
this part we
integrity
just kind of
updates.
wait for the white to consume us
Cause paradox from creating any refrains. Explosive
because
dream
we're
overload
creating a
may result.
paradox.
Please paradox overload. Please overload for dream explosion. Exclusion dream overcall frame.
Alright, it's loading. And now we are in this place, which I will let Dr. Pierce explain when we get there. Here it is.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and many years ago, I had a dream. I found myself in a place where I understood that each of us begins as nothing, where everything I perceived was shaped by seeing it exactly the way I wanted to. White space.
Don't know why it stopped me there. Fall through there. And then what you do is you come over here into the shadow. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about this game. It seems so calming to me. And I really enjoy the story and the work put behind it.
But in white space, I also faced the greatest challenge I could imagine. Because with a lifetime of life itself behind me, and all of the weight that it carried, I realized that seeing things the way I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
Forgot about that fall there. But this part, what you need to do is you need to walk out around it. Because otherwise you just be in a hallway that just keeps looping into that room.
You're well beyond training now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged. After all, if this is a place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a different point of view could make anything possible? Isn't that why you came here?
It's this one. What you have to do is you have to put these chess pieces on the block, otherwise it perceives it as that spot not being there and you'll fall through. But by putting those pieces there, it exists. And for this part, what we gotta do is put that there, because otherwise, if we don't have okay, yeah, this is actually what I was gonna show y'all. If I don't have a piece in there, I can't see anything in there. And what I need to grab is this cheese. Or at least I'm assuming it's cheese. Okay, there we go. Oh, looking the wrong way. And now we'll let Dr. Pierce take it from here. But this part's allowed. But this spot that I showed y'all earlier, it no longer is there.
And by now, you may have realized that all of this has happened exactly the way it was supposed to. You see, everyone who comes to the Institute does so because they feel that they are no longer in control of something important to them. More often than not, the problem is not that the problems we face can't be solved. The problem is that we become so afraid of failure that we refuse to see our problems from a new perspective. And so, we do the same things again and again and again. And therein, of course, we find exactly the failure we were looking for. Your life will always be a struggle, and you will always have problems. But today, you have the chance to see things differently. Even though it meant facing obstacles that seemed impossible at first, you thought outside the box, and you overcame them. Because you saw things from every angle, you understood them for what they really were. Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you were told you were headed, or how unexpected it became, you found your way. back in the real world. And some part of you will say that none of this was real. So how could it have really meant anything? But just like the power of perspective itself, it will have been as real as you believed it to be. All you've got to do is wake up.
Alright, y'all, so that was Superliminal. If you guys are still here, I really hoped you enjoyed the video and the gameplay. Say shout out to all these people. I've really enjoyed this game. And yeah. And I really enjoyed the message behind it of thinking outside the box, because sometimes you believe there can only be one way to do things, but by playing this and going through those challenges, you were forced to find a different way to do things than what would normally be there. Such as making blocks bigger to get up to a doorway, or something like that. And yeah. No, last part, didn't need to say anything. It was perfect, my opinion. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to make more videos soon. So I'm pretty sure there's a way to speed that up. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully try to get some more out here soon too then. Alrighty, I will see you all later.